Ready. Ultra, hut.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. You look at this Bears defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Young throwing complete there to Mingo. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. And here's Young. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Got it.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
Ready.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Ready.
They go play action. Young.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the
20. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Fields changing the play. Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Young now.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Young.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
No more. Right.
Here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he'll get this done inside the 35. The Bears at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Back to throw. Fields.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now Fields.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd and 5. Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A give running right is Hall. Brought down at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Go.
To throw is Fields.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Go. Right.
Fields now to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hall.
Have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Right.
On first down, it's Fields.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air once more, Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Trouble, 38. Cut.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Second down and 6 now from the 26.
To throw, Young. That's to Marshall on a quick slant. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Okay, ready?
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Six, 7. Yellow, go.
Man in motion left, Mingo.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down is Young.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they're just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
From his goal line here, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready, set. Blue. Claude red. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
It's Young off play action. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The sack there by Rasheem Green. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one because right now, this has not been his game.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now it's Fields.
Here's a diving catch right side. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end.
Fields on 1st down.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
To the air again, Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Play action. It's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Fields.
And check down, complete to Hall.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, 6th overall. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Santos able to take on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're out in the back.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
3rd and 19.
Now Young. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Now Fields. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Young. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
So now ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Young.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Young to throw it. His throw incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Young on third down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears save.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
To throw is Walker.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Play action now. Walker. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
79 Broncos.
Here's Walker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Chicago!
John Mooney.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
go. Here we go. Go.
And Walker now to throw on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
70.
Off the play fake. Walker. There's Mooney with another catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running left, it's Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Young. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
Young off the play fake. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 2nd down, Young again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
43 rail.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the double.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Open man is Mingo. He's got it. Down the right sideline.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Ultra. Go ultra. Set.
Sanders fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
Let's go now.
So they've been in the red zone.
Shot. 17. Hut, hut.
Sanders again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
There we go. Shot.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here we go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, can't. Easy. Right.
They snap it to Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Down right around the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. Muscles him off. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Blaster, stay. Drive through. Hurry, hurry.
Looking to throw, Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready?
Young on first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here is Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Give to Hall running right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll run with Hall. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here we go.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Go.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing what the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a gain of 10. And the Panthers first down.
Ready.
First down, Young. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. To throw, Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Blue striker.
Now Young. And now here is another interception.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Young's pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offensive